Hello, this is Felixstowe TV. I'm Grant Button here with Chris Rademacher. And today we will be talking a little bit about what Chris does, like where he's from, what he thinks Felixstowe needs, what the community needs, and how he thinks that the community can contribute to bring each other together. So, hello Chris.
How you doing, Grant?
I'm good, how about you?
Not too bad.
Alright, could you tell us just who you are and a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Okay, yeah, it's a broad question. Well, I grew up in the fitness industry in Orange County, Los Angeles, and I sort of made my way to from training as a personal trainer to training trainers that were wannabe trainers in the Gold's Gym franchise. I had a little short career. A lot of people know me for it as a junior world bodybuilding champion, where I hit the gym a lot and sort of got me a little bit of TV exposure and got to enjoy the spotlight for a couple of years and my claim to fame.
Oh, good on you.
And I got a little bit of background behind the scenes as well, and how to produce television shows and that sort of thing. And back in 2001, 2002, I was asked by ITS Training, who were doing a website search and looking for people in the States to help them with a country-to-country cooperation, because in the States, sports are really big. You know, it's in all the schools and whatnot, and to look at how that culture is presented and how to maybe exchange some of those practices, and at the same time how we can look at some of the practices in Britain that can come over to California. And I happened to sort of be at the right place in the right time, and I was volunteering at a school. The school was actually putting on their own little bodybuilding show, and I was helping to organize it. And at the school, the head teacher allowed us to exchange information. So it was really an evolving process, and I ended up coming over here back in 2002 to start things and flying back and forth, and I decided to stay in the end. So
you decided to stay in Britain.
Long story short.
Yeah, you decided to stay in Britain.
I started to stay in Britain. Little old Felixstowe. See, I thought I was moving to London, but it was that far on the map.
You didn't? Yeah. Okay.
I didn't know. But Felixstowe, I've lived here for about 10 years now, and it's become my home. So it's where I'm here to stay. Can't get rid of the accent, I'm afraid.
Oh, well, no, we all love the accent.
Thank you, Grant. Appreciate it.
I just can't believe you moved from Los Angeles to Felixstowe and stayed here.
Yeah. I tell you what, that's a hard one to answer. I suppose whenever you've grown up somewhere, you don't see it the same way as. Yeah. I mean, you see Felixstowe is really boring. Well, I funny enough, I saw Orange County, Los Angeles as well. I didn't see it as boring, but I wanted to get out and see the rest of the world. It's only one part of the world and one part of the way of thinking. So I wanted to get out there, just like probably you do, and see what's happening on the next town.
Did you go on the Sunset Strip at any point?
I did go on the Sunset Strip. Yeah.
Did you go in Whiskey A Go Go?
We did go on Whiskey A Go Go. Yeah. But more to the point, I mean, Felixstowe. I mean, my role in Felixstowe at the moment, a lot of people see it as, I guess, if you live here, you sort of take for granted for what's really here, and there's so much going on. A lot of high school kids think that the only option is Suffolk College and Otley College and go to Ipswich, and that's certainly an option for some. But down at Cliff House, we have in that little center, we've got all the ground floor and all the third floor, doing a whole range of programs that are pretty customized for different types of people. So if you don't fit in that box and you don't want to go to college, there's business apprenticeships that are. The business apprenticeships in particular are very much project-based. Okay. So they're designed around looking at that group of people and what they want to do as a career, and looking at things as silly as doing a Christmas tree sale. Looking at the marketing for that sort of thing and how to get those out there, and looking at new ideas. We had a number of the business apprenticeships help us at the Spot Pavilion for our Fitness Britain show we did a little while ago. Yeah, I remember that. Helped backstage. They got all the backstage experience, all the coordinating experience. We have a group of London students that actually came down that are doing the same program, and they talked about how they put their business together and looking at T-shirt sales.
Yeah, they're doing the prints on
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So you got meetings, you got sort of relations with people, in London that maybe will challenge the Felixstowe thought process a little bit.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing.
So basically, then, I mean, because I didn't know about Cliff House really when I was going to college, but I mean, I didn't fit into the category of college.
Yeah.
I kind of went there and it didn't kind of fit in with my training schedules and what I had, everything else I had to do. So I had to leave college in the end. But I'm actually now with you guys, and it fits. It does fit in better. You can actually go round and make it merge. Whereas college, they were like, no, you're here, or that's it.
Sure. Well, and that's how that's how work is. I mean, work isn't as rigid. It looks at how you meet objectives, and there's lots of different ways to meet objectives. So we try to make the environment as close to a real working environment as it is, without the head teacher's stance on you can't do this, and we do have a set of standards and a disciplinary procedure, but it's the same one that you would get if you're in an office environment.
Right.
So students are treated as equals in that sense.
Okay. So then, as you say, anyone can come to Felixstowe College or Cliff House?
Yeah, I mean, we welcome anybody. It depends on what they want to do. We don't have something for everybody. We primarily focus on the business administration for those who want to get into the business world, because we're so close to the dock, and ITS training is really focused on that area. It tends to be people that want to move into the shipping industry, and we have special units we bolt onto that. But not always. Sometimes people want to get into different aspects of business. We have English and Maths that are specialized with Ashton does those that are really just for those subjects for people who maybe want to go on to something at college or another program, but haven't got the basic skills yet, and they missed it at school for whatever reason in a classroom scenario, and they wanted a little bit more one-to-one tutoring and support in going through those in a different way. As you know, we're piloting the fitness apprenticeship with you guys.
Yeah.
We do that in London, but you guys are our first group in Felixstowe.
Yes, we are.
So you'll be qualified personal trainers at the end of the year.
Woo!
Hopefully.
Hopefully,
pass your exams.
With a bit of luck, yeah. If we pass the exams, I think we will. We're quite bosh, to be fair.
I'm sure you will. And we have, and we also have the Employability Award, which looks at really work-based skills, personal development, showing up on time, things like that. That's the next unit, Grant.
Oh right, I'm a unit off that.
We're coming back to that. Yeah.
Okay, we'll steer back to turning up on time.
Yeah.
So then, this is basically then a college in Felixstowe that you can go to if you don't feel you fit in Ipswich or any of those places. Or maybe if you haven't got the grades you wanted to get in school, you can go here and do your English and Maths, and then get it again, and then try and move on.
There's really three tiers. You have Felixstowe College, which is a more college style program. It's academic in that sense. It's learning. You have ITS training, which is more for your 19 plus students that want to get into the shipping industry. Where you have COAST, the Commercial Overseas and Shipping Training Program, that sort of thing. Yeah. So Felixstowe College is what it's college. ITS training is for vocational training in shipping and business. And the bit that I work for mainly is UForm, and I do a lot of the fitness and the outreach stuff. The other part I work with is 14 to 16-year-olds in school and 16 to 18-year-olds who have left school who haven't gone on somewhere. And we do something called Adrenaline Rush, which is the most fun. I've
heard about that Adrenaline Rush. Can you tell us what that Adrenaline Rush actually is?
Yeah, Adrenaline Rush is really a 3-day high impact adventure residential week, and it's designed to take someone from the idea of, well, I'm not sure I feel like I can do all these activities, and I'm not sure my confidence is right there. Or maybe they wanted to look at their communication skills in a group, or they had some sort of hurdle, whatever it might be, that was preventing them from getting to the next stage in life, or maybe they just got in a rut. And sometimes, if you do the same thing every day, you wake up and you just have no motivation, you need something to kickstart you. So Adrenaline Rush we use as really a kickstart program. They get a qualification out of it. So it's a level 1 or level 2 employability, depending on what units they do.
So it's like a first step.
It's a first step, but then it's designed to lead on to somewhere else. So along with that program, they get a personal mentor, which is usually me, and that will look at where they want to go in the future. Sometimes it's college, sometimes it might be ITS, sometimes it might be looking at a program with U-Form. It really just depends on that individual.
Right. Well, that seems like it could be really useful. So, do you have many people come into that every time you do it?
Adrenaline Rush, we've had in the past three and a half years since we've been running it, we've had well over 500 people do it. Yeah, from all over East Anglia. Felixstowe Academy has done it once when they were Orwell and Devon High School, and we got another program starting with them next month, I believe. But it's also open to 16 to 18-year-olds in Felixstowe. And we're now actually promoting a new course that it will be looking at next month as well. So we do it about 2 to 3 times a year in each area. So if that's something that's of interest, we just ask people to call us in and see when the next one's running.
That would be good. Well, I'll definitely tell about that because all my friends love adrenaline.
Cool.
So then, especially Josh. So the Felixstowe College, then you're helping people that have got probably not got the best start, if you like, in school or whatever. Helping them get their first qualification to kind of give them that kind of sense that you can keep going. There is another way to go.
It's not necessarily for people who haven't had the best start. Felixstowe College has options for the ones that have had a good start, and they just they want something to challenge them that's a little bit more intense, but intense in the right way. And it does have the options for those who are just getting started as well. There's really the whole range. And then it probably won't apply to most in Felixstowe we work with, but we also do it all the way up to level 7 management qualification. So I work with the very bottom at 14 to 16 years of age, and then John and some of the staff that are qualified to do so work with up to level 7, which I believe is master's degree level, looking at international business strategy and that sort of thing. And that's going to apply more to the higher level shipping managers that are involved in looking at multiple departments, looking at things from a global scale. So,
have you ever had someone do level 7?
We just started offering it, and I think we have one of our top students in London that's taking that one. Level 4 and 5, I think we have something like 5 or 10 people a year. So it's quite a specialized one.
Right. A master's degree in business.
Master's degree, yeah.
Wow.
So it's equivalent. I'm not sure I got all my facts right, but I do know that a level 4 vocational qualification is equivalent to 2 years towards a degree. I'm not sure what the level 7 is equivalent to. It's around the master's degree level. I'm not sure how the equivalency is going to deal directly with that. But the main message is that you can get the same qualification by going down the vocational route that you can through the old fashioned study method, or going to college or university.
I see. So then to all say I don't know 13 to 20 whatever in Felixstowe or anywhere else, what advice would you give to them if they were looking for something that they wanted to do after their school life, or they wanted to look for something to challenge them but they didn't know what?
Set up an interview with us and speak to me or Jill or one of the team, and just let's go through it, have an interview, look at where they want to go and see what program fits them.
And how would they contact you?
The main switchboard is 01394 458 500. Or the U-Form switchboard, which is my department, is 01394 458 508. So they can contact us that way. I've got a public Facebook profile. Just type in Chris Rademacher. There's a U-Form Facebook, and We're on Twitter.
So you're not hard to find?
No, we're all over the place.
Oh, good. You're all over the shop.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Or just knock on the door in Cliff House and say, hey, can I book an appointment?
And Cliff House is that one that's, you know, the big white thing right down by the spa. That's that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until I went there.
It's literally on top of the spa.
Yeah, literally.
So, and going on that point, the spa is a project we're looking at. Mm-hmm. One of the reasons that I going back to 2002, be careful I say this because I'm not downing the American education system. It's fantastic. Okay. And there's a lot of benefits to it. Okay. And the university education is tremendous. They have a lot to offer. Sports in high schools are tremendous. But they separate it from academics. There is a lot of more of the box mentality. There isn't that blend. And although we still see that there's a separation between college and vocational training here, there's a lot more of a synergy between the two, and the whole system is a lot more flexible. There's something for everybody if you look. Yeah. At Cliff House, we don't offer everything. Mm-hmm. We don't offer media studies. We don't offer catering if you want to go into the restaurant business. We don't offer building and construction, all those sort of things. And the spa presents a really good opportunity to look at bringing those things on boards. And we're putting together a bid with Suffolk College, with the Suffolk Education and Business Partnership, with SNAP, Supported Housing, and about 20 other charities and public organizations within Felixstowe to look at, and I stress the word look at, putting together a vocational center to keep the theater aspect going, mm-hmm. but to look at other aspects of the operation. So very early stages, but I hope the community gets behind us, and that's something that we can pursue, because I think it would be terrific, and it would just make that many more opportunities available for Felixstowe young people.
Yeah, same.
Maybe we'll put a little parkour aspect to that. Yeah, I
want a little section of stage that's mine.
Yeah, we can negotiate.
I'm gonna negotiate. Yeah, I want that bit. Right. Well, been great to talk to you, Chris. Thanks a lot for coming in.
Thank you, Grant. Cheers.
What?